All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Frieren, episode 18, The
All right.
City of Magic, except we might not be there yet, but like...
No, we're on our way. We're on our way, making our way. We've got ourselves a new OP and ED.
Yes.
The ED is a continuation of the of the original song, which
Thank
feels
you.
really good.
Thank you.
I loved that song. But
It would
the
be sad
OP
to see it go.
is very different visuals.
Very different.
Very specific things being focused on. And all new stuff.
Yes,
So,
for an OP that was introduced in episode 17. So goddamn, what do we have to look forward to for the rest of this season? Or is this just setting up for season 2?
episodes to look forward to.
Yeah, right. That was just
30.
the first half.
Yeah. Little did you know that this is an anime that's going to go for 40 episodes.
I mean,
and then it's going to be over.
With how awesome and justifiably popular as this show is, I would not be surprised at all if they're like, airtime conventions? What the fuck are those?
Why don't we just adapt all the available material?
Yeah, because why wouldn't we? Why would we skip anything?
Yeah, that's definitely not what they're doing, for sure. So you don't need to come at us specifically. But I'm really, really excited given that this could be a full, proper arc in a region or a city or an area that we're going to introduce an ensemble cast of characters when we've been kind of the D&D adventuring party going from place to place really quickly and not staying anywhere too long screen time wise.
Right, exactly.
But as far as like,
lots of montages
time wise, watch this be one of the places they spend the least amount of time with for the amount of screen time.
Because there's just so much stuff happening. It's a busy city rather than like the peaceful little villages and you know. Yeah.
So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. Natural barriers, too. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for reminding us about that. Yeah. Yeah, it only lasts, what, 50 years?
It's nothing. Okay.
Well, that only applies to the mages of the current, era.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I'm not old. I'm just...
拗ねちゃったぞ。ローマ法使いはさすがにひどいんじゃねえか。
すみませんでした。
Her little ear perk.
クソババアって言ったことも忘れてないから。
いつの話だよ。
Yeah.
Hey, for an elf?
もういい。寝る。オイサーストに着いたら起こして。
Now she's sulking even more. Yeah. Amazing.
Huh? Yeah.
So して才能。私は今までの人生で自分より魔力の低い魔を。
I've kept count.
Uh-huh.
そのうち4人は魔族、1人は私と同じエルフ。そして残りの6人は人間だよ。
そろそろ伯爵領の町が見えてくるかな。オイサーストへの道は険しいね。
Okay.
ちょっと休むとしますか。
Hitch right on their caravan, maybe? Their wagon.
あれ、もしかしてまた盗賊？せっかくアウラが討伐されて平和になったっていうのに。今度はこういう連中が増えるんだね。
誰が喋れっつった。さっさと荷物まとめて。
Oh!
Hey!
You should stop.
Using minimal force to defeat them without killing them.
Yeah. Oh,
私は魔法使いユーベル。
Ubel.
文句のクラフトだ。
あれ、もしかしてエルフ？珍しいね。初めて見た。
Cool.
人殺しの目をしているな。
Ah,
I was saving those men.
yeah.
俺はお前を助けて
I was rescuing them, yeah.
近くの森に切り刻まれた
Whoa,
死体が
torn up.
魔法使いの仕業。
Oh,
Oh.
you excessively used force.
お説教でもし
Probably chased them all down.
いいえ
Classic murder
俺は
hobo
冒
shit.
険者だ。自衛のための殺しにケチを
Love how you're doing it like a diagnosis.
食えないおっさん。つまんない。
目的地はオイサースとか。
うん。一級魔法使いの試験を受けにね。
フリーレンもそんなことを言っていたな。次会った時の土産話が楽しみだ。
Dang it! So we're not
Fun.
actually gonna have them reunite. Okay.
Yep.
3年に一度となりますのでご注意ください。
Every
そ
3
れと
years.
受験資格に5級以上の魔法使いの資格が
ああ
必要になります。
What's that?
No. No.
I don't want to take that stupid test. That's a good point.
For both.
That's
yeah.
less food. Yeah.
Snacks. Then get the certification. Huh? What's your name?
Yeah.
Oh.
You there, little girl.
Oh. Yes.
無事参加できそう
Cool.
City of
Magic
Magic indeed.
lanterns, yeah.
っている人がいたなんてね。
Oh, the OP. The lanterns in the OP.
はずなんだけどね。
Oh god, they have no idea what it
Yeah.
is.
Even back then. And that's like
No,
what?
even
almost
Eisen doesn't
100
know.
years ago.
It's from Flam's time, you know.
フリーレン、確かに僕たちはその首飾りのことは知らない
But
でも
yeah, we know
僕たち
you.
は
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
すごい魔法使
We
い
travel
である
with you.
ことを
We know you.
知っているそれでいいじゃないか
Sure,
でも
yeah.
すぐ死んじゃうじゃん。
Oh my god. Savage.
It's
Destruction
true, it's true.
100.
私たちはフリーレン様が
Aww.
使いであることを知ってい
Oh.
ます
That's,
Critical
Yeah,
emotional
uh-huh.
damage. Oh,
that's yeah.
acknowledgement. Head pets.
大陸魔法協会の規定だと魔法使いは一般的に5級から一人前と呼ばれているみたいだね。フェルンはなんで3級を取ったの？一番試験の日程が近かったからです。5級以上の魔法使いの総数が600人。
Only 600.
9級から9級を含めても全体で2000人か。
Wow.
Moderate. Yeah. Yeah, maybe people probably wanted to train. Yeah. Less
Okay.
needed, maybe.
Sure. Train thoroughly. What does that mean for Frieren?
means Stark gets to sleep, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes!
Each one of those candles was for like 50 years.
Yeah. Oh no. Here we go.
That's a lot of test takers.
No, not intervene. Nope. Oh, how did she fail?
Oh. Oh, okay. Of an experienced old mage.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right. 19 teams. So by your number. Cool.
How much you wanna bet Ubel is in her party?
Well, Mother Frieren. We'll have to,
here
of
we
course.
go. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to run for a very long time. Follow me.
シュティレという小鳥が生息している。各パーティーにつき一つカゴを配布しておいた。第一次試験の合格条件は2つ。
You have to apprehend the bird.
日没までにシュティレの入ったカゴを所持して。
Cool. No, this is a
Okay.
puzzle one then.
その時点でパーティーメンバー全員が揃って。
All of them present.
Okay.
I like it.
行動は自由だが。その所属パーティー全員。
Entire party. Okay.
Very cool.
木を囲むように塵一つ通さないような強力な結界を張っておいてよく言うぜ。出られるわけないのにね。
Ah, yes.
説明はちゃんと聞いてるの。
Okay.
第一次試験を開始する。
まずは作戦を立てるべきだって。バカかお前。見つけねえことには作戦の立てようがねえだろうが。
まだ喧嘩してる。
Love that they haven't even.
自己紹
Yeah.
介しない。
She speaks.
カゴを持つのはじゃんけんで決めなさい。私はフリーレン。
She's carrying it.
Yep.
ラビーネ、
Oh.
三級魔法使い。
Lavine
カンネだよ。
and
同
Kane.
じく三級魔法使い。ラビーネとは幼馴染で、
ああ
同じ魔法学校の出身だよ。
二人
Cool.
はシュティレに関する知識はあるの？
いや、ないよ。
私は知識はあるけど、実物は見たことがないから、まずはシュティレを見つけて観察してみようか。
There's one.
Okay. And then use the locate spell.
Just date already. No, that's the thing. They already are dating. That's
Yep,
probably
exactly.
少し休憩しようか。
私はまだ動けるから先見てくるよ。まとまって動いた方が安全だって。うっせえな、それだと効率悪いだろうが。
ラビーネは強いの？
こいつよりはな。やんのかこれ。
私と比べたら？
あんたとは戦いたかっ
Yeah, yeah. I can tell.
よ、見てきな。危なくなったら戻ってくること。
あ、
それと空には気をつけてね。
分かってるよ。
Yeah.
Okay.
このパーティー大丈夫かな。
Hmm.
フリーレン、なんだか先生
Yeah, yeah.
カンネたちが喧嘩しているせいだよ。仕切りたいわけじゃない。
Yeah.
ごめんね。私たち昔からこんな感じなんだ。ところで、空に気をつけろってどういうこと？
そのままの意味だよ。
Watch them. Don't enter them.
なんで？おい、
早いね。
シティレ見つけたぜ。
Okay.
よくやったらビーネ。じゃあよく観察して。
No. I said watch it closely. Oh.
Wow.
Very delicately. Someone else is going to try to get it.
手頑丈で。
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
速度は音速。
What?
All right.
程度の高速じゃ無意味だよ。
Wait! These are magic birds!
All right.
Yes!
Cool.
観察する必要が。
Hmm.
今日一日はシティレの観察に使うよ。カンネが水を操り、ラビーネがそれを凍らせた。息を合わせたような的確なタイミング。
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
一朝一夕でできるようなものじゃない。どうなることかと思っていたけれども、これならなんとか。
What if it's actually a front that they fight all the time?
湖の周りを。
Okay. I just love seeing Frieren with that face. It just.
Alright, this is such an asshole homebrew creature.
Yeah.
Like, I
Uh-huh.
love it. I love it so
What's the
much.
creature's speed? 8,000.
What do you mean? That's
Right.
exactly, I meant exactly what I said. 8,000.
フリーレンがいない。やっぱりこれって小さい。
But it's not raining over here, yeah.
降っていないのになんで？あ、そういうことか。ってことはもしかして。
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is this thing? It's like a demon bird. Frieren?
Yep.
空には気をつけろって言ったでしょ。
They evolved to be that fast to stay away from these things.
ラビーネの名前を呼んでいた。ラビーネのこと嫌いでしょ。
Well, it's not that I don't like her or anything.
だよね。なのにどうして二人は連携が取れているんだろう。不思議だ。
We're exes.
We're sisters.
私ってさ、意外と臆病で、
No.
いざって時に何もできなかったりすることがよくあるんだ。
I have another redhead like that. Oh, she waited for you. I am for real. Yeah. Feels kind of backhanded. But
Yeah.
Okay.
My only strength?
Ah!
Yeah.
That's just another play on the same one you just said. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Hey, there we go.
キモい
Oh my god. Yes! 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 Yes!
なんだよ飛べるじゃねえか
That was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, get fucked.
ラビーネ
She was being serious.
ちゃんと私を引っ張ってくれるんだおかげで怖いことも勢いに任せれば意外となんとかなるって気がついた
Hmm.
ところでフリーレン私
What's your deal? Oh. The barrier.
これって何かの役に立つ
Oh,
fact
it
that it
moves so
keeps out
fast.
rain.
It hits the...
もしかしたらシュティレを簡単に捉えられるかも
Oh. Oh, and all right, just like that.
Okay.
The episode was so like chill and relaxed that
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I forgot that like we were in an episode, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we're just kind of doing magic stuff now.
Like, all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I don't need a lot of excuses to just watch Frieren and be like,
Oh, okay.
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 All right, we got a
almost.
test.
And yes, we're doing the hunter exam. We're
Yep,
doing
exactly.
the generic magic exam.
Even
that-
to the point with the hey, and now we need to wait because you know, like this isn't quite gone doing the like fishing pole training, but it's not that.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, it's pretty cliche, and I understand that like we're in a story where we're going for a journey. The characters are going to evolve over time, and this is an opportunity to see Frieren's character growth.
Yeah.
While she's separated from her mother, you know.
right, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
I actually kind of like the cliche aspects of it.
Okay.
The thing that I'm not as entirely sold on yet, but they did get me to win me over a little bit, was the shtick of the two characters that were
Yeah.
introduced.
Sure.
Because like with the tightness that we usually get for characters, and there's usually a lot more emotional impact, I feel like.
Yes.
But okay, the idea of a mage test, awesome. I love it. I'm waiting for when they inevitably like turn against each other to like steal each other's birds or whatever, because then we can get like more mage on mage battles and group mage on group mage battles even potentially, which would be really cool.
That just feels so dumb to then have a setup where you're like, oh, all these potentially good mages. We'll then give them a reason to potentially all just kill each other.
Right, like the fact that there was no rule of like
Don't kill any other people.
Right, like,
don't
don't-
harm any other people.
yeah, or if you get into duels
If
with
you
each
use-
other,
yeah.
if you do any kind of lethal stuff,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you're fucked. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like that's
No, we need potential drama. So that's where I kind of check out for those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It feels like I need to understand why this world doesn't care enough about its mages that it has a third class
that's why there's
mage.
so few.
Yeah. It has a third class mage here that is like, oh, yeah, I killed one of the first class, so I
Right.
mean, I have the potential to be crazy and stuff like that, which ties in a little bit in a fun way to the
Yeah,
yes,
the thing that
Frieren said, you know, you can have a weaker mage but still win.
right, which I'm glad that they did say that and are reinforcing that, because that makes me way more able to take the power system seriously now that we're like getting into the details of it. I'm not as interested though in the like the powers of the different characters matching up together. I'm more interested in that as a method to explore the magic system, and the fact that we're kind of getting a whole new cast of characters, because while we have Frieren is a very like low-key character, and that's part of the fun and charm of her. But then as far as total screen presence, it ends up being these new characters that we don't care as much about.
Yep.
And so we need to really be sold on them. And like,
they did a decent job at that.
Yeah.
That's the part that I agree with you. That's the part that's probably the part that I appreciated, was that we got that little point of them having the time where Kane was scared of flying.
yeah.
And everyone else
that
had
was
already
really
left.
sweet and adorable.
And Luna was like, okay, I'll be kind to you. Yeah, sure. I get
Not
it.
very good at it, but you know,
You know?
I'll do my
And
best.
every little thing is that little bit of extra encouragement, and it kind of like, really? She's like, oh my god, yes. And then this, and then this,
And
when
when-
you smile, you're kind of cute. Ew.
And then just immediately kicks her off.
Kicks her off.
That was
Yes.
like
Disaster lesbians. Let's go.
Like that did a lot to make up for the fact that a lot of the episode was, and these two characters you don't care about are fighting.
Yeah.
You know.
And even if there is never going to be any romantic stuff there, wonderful. You gave the shippers so much fuel.
Exactly.
We don't even care. So
There was that part of me that I'm not gonna lie was kind of not hoping, more a little bit disappointed when I saw that Frieren got matched up with the like anime high school age type characters as opposed to like
Same.
we're gonna see people from vastly different backgrounds and like, hey, if you're not an elf, what does it mean to get to this, status as a mage? Sure, have the wild child that killed a first class, and even though she's a third class and all that stuff.
Yep.
But like the fact that we didn't get to see anything from like, old fart Dinkin that, did some crazy shit to get to where he is. Or
he's an imperial mage, whatever that means.
yeah, whatever that means. He did some crazy bloody power struggle or whatever. Like I want to see the crusty old people, or at least like the
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, unfortunately, no. We're not getting that.
Nope.
What we are getting teased at though is a very real connection to the elf from the two OPs.
Yep.
Very much sitting in the one of the handful of skilled mages to ever have gained a first class certification, but
Indeed.
specifically the one sitting enthroned on a chair of import while flanked by two sets of three very powerful mages. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Are they the leader of this entire city?
Right. Are they like the Master Yoda equivalent? Like, I would not be surprised. And hey, we also had Frieren mention that like, I've been defeated 11 times by, people that had less mana than me. 4 were demons, 6 were humans, and then there was one that was an elf.
One elf.
Okay.
Yeah. None of them had as much as you,
Right.
but they still beat her, which
Yeah.
also I find to be a fun little detail of Frieren's here. The demons were all probably encounters where her party ended up covering for her,
Right.
because otherwise she'd be dead.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
They're like, you'll beat it with your magic thing. Oh shit, it actually beat Frieren at magic. Okay, quick, kill it.
Quick, kill it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just the, party on party or party on, boss fight, and then
Right.
Frieren's not able to do as much and you need the marshals to come in. It's just a fun little reminder there. Or, Hyter, of course. But then the humans and elf encounters could have been completely non-aggressive, but also in the like, we need someone to spar against you. Frieren, you're a pretty strong mage, and we've got some up-and-coming people, and this could be one of those examples where you have mage battles that are completely non-violent and sanctioned and safe, but Frieren could lose. That's a fun thing to poke a little bit at the idea that we have our overpowered protagonist that never loses, and it's we're not going to keep that to its course the whole way through this story.
And yet there's that part of me that's like, but like, is she actually going to lose? Like, I feel like if you set up and make there be tension around the idea that she might lose, I then kind of want her to lose.
I do too.
You know, as opposed to like, if it's the, no, she doesn't lose, and it's the, but what stuff do we get along the way? Learning about the concealing the mana and different things like that, So this, but I like that we have a very specific objective for this test, and the fact
I can't believe I forgot about the details there, as to thinking that they would be going off with him with sign.
Oh right, yeah, because they actually need the
certification in order to actually be able to go north.
Only once every 3 years, so it's like that
was a big deal.
You can't just
can't just go off course here, but also the reminder that shit's going on up north, and then building up that little bit with the Verbel guy who's like, I'm the one who's actually fighting whatever's going on up north.
Right.
So wait, if the Demon King was killed, why are things stirring up again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like then what we're cooking is more of a like, hey, we need to have actual stakes again in the story. Let's start building those up again, slowly but surely, by seeing why we need, first class mages, but 2, why there aren't so many of them, and why we're willing to maybe sacrifice a few third or second class or lower class mages as long as we can get some ones that we know we can rely on up north, because that means the situation's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, pretty bad.
I'm the ultimate goal, or the best outcome in my mind from something like this, where you introduce a bunch of characters in what is not a tournament arc, but pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Is to then have there be a situation where maybe there's battles against groups of demons, and so then it's okay, other people are also on the battlefield, and then you can just sort of have more pieces to play with.
I love the opportunity for magic related fantasy stories to have groups of mages fighting together.
Personally, I would love to get into a situation I would love to get to know Ubel a bit more, and to get a situation where it's so one of the lessons that you learned probably in that test, Fern, is that sometimes the mages that you're tasked with working with are real sons of bitches. But,
they might have some tricks and things that you can learn.
Or at the very least, they're the other badass that's going to be next to you while you face a bunch of demons, and sometimes that's just how it goes.
And, from another perspective, it's important to remind ourselves that Frieren has a nickname, and Mick Gordon plays whenever that nickname comes around.
Yep.
Only thing they fear is Frieren, like we can easily find Ubel and go, oh, she's got the eyes of a killer, and it's like, but Kraft also made the point of, but I'm not about to be so hard-headed as to, lambaste someone for fighting back in self-defense.
Right.
Basically saying, yeah, they were pretty fucking stupid to try and, pick a fight with you, and
you weren't going to pull your punches,
Right. It's not your fault that they, threw their lives on the line to steal you or your stuff or kill you or whatever.
Right.
But I chose to save the lives that needed saving here.
Yeah.
So
that was a fun little distinction, happy coincidence with a character, seeing that we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And then also potentially setting up something interesting, because it's I've never seen an elf before. And then maybe on this test, she sees Frieren, another elf.
What the hell?
2 in one day. I've never seen them before.
Yeah, 2 in such a short period of time. What is happening here?
Yeah.
Which is also just kind of fun as well, because if an elf leads this city of magic, or at least leads the magical, organization as a whole, that's fun as well, because then it's they're not necessarily some great big marketed public figure that does speeches and all that stuff.
Yep.
They could be a quiet researcher. They could be someone just like Frieren, who's like, no, at some point, the Demon King or something along those lines will come back, and I need to be ready.
I would not be surprised at all if it's we see 6 mages in here who are first class, but apparently there's many more first class than just the people here.
Yes, there's 45 now.
Right. But maybe it's something where it's you 6 are the only people who really kind of know of my existence. And I'm in the same way that Frieren would conceal her mana. It's I'm just concealing myself from the public eye, so that
Yeah, that could be a whole thing too. I'm just excited to see the way that they follow up with that, because generally the way this anime does world building is one that I'm very much vibing with, and this was probably the first time in the show where I just kind of went, we're buckling to a couple anime conventions that I'm not the greatest fan of.
Right, but the lack of adhering to those conventions is one of the things that has made this show so refreshing.
Right, because in some ways, the story hasn't needed to focus on them, and I guess if we need a little bit of a breather kind of transition period into using these conventions to focus on something that's on the world building side of things, then okay, let's get into that and have some Frieren shenanigans along the way.
Yes, I did very much appreciate that person's mana is like a skilled old mage. Like it was so exact to what they had said before.
Yeah.
That it's it was just a nice little tiddlywink of that's how much control Frieren has over it, right?
Everyone sees it. Everyone knows exactly what it means. And it's the thing of where Kane and Luvin are like, yeah, we would never want to fight you.
Right.
No. I can kick her ass, but no, I would no. You seem like the kind of person that would be teaching this test,
and then it's oh, you have no idea, honey, like.
But that's also the part that bugs me. I just there's
Yeah.
such a thing there. If everyone can see how evident it is that, and
Yeah.
she's an elf, so everyone knows. Oh,
elves live for a long time.
why aren't they even remotely curious like about Frieren at all?
Yeah, they don't like.
don't
No
show
one
any
commented
interest.
really on the fact that she was an elf. Like there might have been one or something.
No. I'm not talking about people in general. Why are Luina and Kane not being like, so Frieren, what do you think we should do? You're obviously an old mage.
Yeah. No, that is
why
a great
It's just
point.
the kind of thing that bugs me a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm like, we're wasting time.
Right, like the fact that they're hot-headed or whatever and have their own way of doing things, that's fine.
But we can
if
show
it's
them
something
being competent and hot-headed.
Exactly.
By
And if
being
it's-
like, hey,
right.
Frieren,
And you don't
you're
need to do that
obviously-
just
your mana
with the-
control is amazing, so what's the thing
Right.
that you think we should do here?
like the pinching the bird between the ice thing, that was more set up for the fact that they may or may not be in a relationship than their competency as mages, right? Like, so like, yeah, that was kind of odd.
Yeah, I just would have liked to at least have the if everyone can tell that
Mm-hmm.
her mana control is so strong, and that obviously because she's an elf, her age is not determined at all by how she looks.
Nope.
Then they could be like, you've probably studied, like, how long have you studied magic? Just a very honest, easy question.
Sure.
Oh, longer than your great grandparents, been alive.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Do you have any like cool ideas as to what we should do here?
No. Yeah,
We're gonna sell their shtick.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and it impeded progress, which is the yeah.
Anyhow, neither here nor there. We're actually getting some opportunity for her and the other two, Kane and Leuven, to build a connection, and they are listening to Frieren now that Frieren's like, so I actually know how these birds kind of do their thing. And one of them, I believe Kane is starting to cook an idea with the actual force field, the barrier
Right.
that's keeping them in, being the
If it just ends up being what if the bird hit a window real fast? Like if that's
It's
that's
like, well,
the
it
plan.
would fucking die. Like
Yeah,
that's what would happen.
That's what happens oftentimes to regular birds, to say nothing of a bird that moves faster than the speed of sound.
Which I just have to say, I love how dumb it is. This is the exact type of homebrewed monster or creature the DM just puts in to fuck with them. But I also just love the idea that it's like, no. Don't wonder about how it, survives the pressure and everything. That's the point. You cannot restrain it because it itself is magic in every way that would make this work.
Sure.
So you can hand wave away all the
yeah.
stuff there. So the idea of it also hitting the barrier really hard
Maybe
actually
it'd be
could
just
do
fine.
nothing to it.
Although-
it would just go boom, and they'd be
Yeah.
like,
And
shit, and then they
that's a
grab
good
it.
point. And so yeah, I don't think that's actually what's going to happen. But if they wanted to do a really funny
They can't
joke,
restrain it,
no. But if they wanted to do a really funny joke,
Yeah.
it could be that all the mages that like did set up this exam, they're like, no shit, we know you're all like good mages. This is just the first part of the test. We just want to show that you have common sense.
Right.
Not that you can do magic, but then when you look at this thing and you're like, hey, these birds are really fucking hard to catch, maybe just go around and pick up the dead ones on the edge of the barrier, right? Like, and if you couldn't figure that shit out, you deserve to fail.
Now,
We're not even
did
going to
they-
magic test you.
Did they say it needed
had
to be a living one?
I don't think so.
You must
Containing a
have a
stick.
cage containing one.
Yeah.
Second, I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't have to be alive.
So I don't think that's what it's going to be, because that would be a very like anti-joke kind of a thing. But that would be so funny if it's the, all right, cool. Now, all right, you guys go rethink your life. You guys, okay, now we'll give you the actual test.
Right.
You know.
Whatever your killing spell is, just make sure you don't disintegrate it. We have to
Right,
be able
right.
to see this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you know.
yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.